God says, "My child, you were never forgotten. Not even for a second. Not in your silent moments. Not in your tears. Not in your doubts. Not in your confusion. And certainly not in those long nights when you asked, 'Why me, Lord?' Today is not like yesterday. Today is not ordinary. For I, the Lord, have moved something in the heavenly realm on your behalf that will stun your heart and shake the world beneath your feet. Something has shifted, violently, quietly, divinely. And Archangel Michael has been sent with an urgent message. A billionaire, one whose name you might not even know, has taken a sudden interest in you. And this isn't random. It's not by luck. It's not by accident. It's not even about money. It's about divine connection. You were marked, chosen, anointed long before your birth. There are blueprints of your destiny that were hidden for generations, buried under the weight of generational curses, forgotten prayers, betrayal, and spiritual sabotage. But this day, this very hour, those blueprints have been uncovered by divine hands. Someone powerful, very powerful, is now being compelled by forces they don't understand. They are dreaming of you. They are seeing your face. They are haunted by your name. A whisper from heaven has wrapped around their ears, "Find this one. Seek them out. Elevate them. Restore what was stolen from them. Release what belongs to them." Archangel Michael stands before you now. His sword is not drawn in anger, but in protection. His wings hover close to your soul. He says, "You must open your spirit and listen." A wealthy man has seen you, not with physical eyes alone, but with the vision of the soul. He does not know why he's drawn to you. But I, Michael, tell you the truth. It is because God has ordained your name to be in His Spirit. This is a spiritual transaction, not a worldly coincidence. You did not chase after riches. You did not pursue fame. You did not beg for recognition. Yet, the richest of men is now searching for you. There was a document sealed in heaven that declared this moment long ago. And now that seal has been broken. The scroll has been opened. The secret that connects you to this billionaire is this: he once made a promise to God. A promise that, if God would deliver him from destruction, he would dedicate his fortune to help someone chosen by the light. And for years, he gave in pieces, but never fulfilled that full vow. Until recently, in a dream that shook his spirit, he heard a name, your name, and saw your face. And he woke in cold sweat, repeating it over and over. Who is this? I must find them. He doesn't know your pain. He doesn't know your nights of fasting. He doesn't know how close you came to giving up. He doesn't know how many doors closed on you. But heaven does. And heaven is using him, not for his money, but for his obedience to that divine promise. There is an inheritance that was denied to your bloodline. A blessing that was blocked by deceit and lies. An opportunity that should have lifted you long ago but was stolen by enemies in disguise. Now, through this sudden interest, it is coming back around. Not as a favor, but as a divine restoration. Michael says, you must not delay. You must not brush this off. The window is narrow. The door is trembling. The time is now. For even now, people around this man are trying to distract him. They're telling him you are not worthy. They are questioning your name. Some of them know you, or think they do, and they are whispering lies to keep him from fulfilling this divine mission. But God says, I will confuse every lying tongue. I will shut every mouth that tries to close what I've opened. There is a miracle hidden in plain sight, and it has your name all over it. The billionaire is a vessel, just a tool. But what's coming to you is not just financial. It's generational healing. It's a lifting of the fog. It's a reversing of every curse placed on your bloodline. It's freedom for your children's children. It's vindication for your name. It's the voice of heaven declaring, well done, you held on. But you must do this one thing now, listen. There is a document being drafted, one that includes your name. You must not reject it. You must not question it. Archangel Michael says, don't allow your past suffering to blind you from present favor. Don't sabotage the miracle by thinking it's too good to be true. For it is true. And it is God who has designed this. A woman from your past, someone who once knew your secrets, has tried to block this connection. She has spoken into the ear of someone connected to this billionaire. She told them lies. She twisted truths. She painted you as dangerous, greedy, unworthy. But her words fell to the ground because God exposed her before she could complete her work. Michael stood in her path and declared, you shall not touch the anointed. And now she is confused. She wonders why her manipulation failed. It failed because your name was sealed in light, not darkness. The billionaire's heart is softening. He doesn't even know why he's so compelled. He has passed thousands. But your name lingers. And now, through divine orchestration, someone in his circle will reveal your truth. This person, who once silently watched you suffer, now feels the call to speak up. And once they do, the entire narrative will change. The billionaire will say, I must meet this person. I must do something significant for them. Do not be surprised if someone reaches out to you with a strange message. Do not be alarmed if a door you never knocked on opens wide. Do not question the timing. This is God. This is justice. This is restoration. The enemy is angry. He tried everything. He used people from your childhood. He used lovers. He used family. He used doubt. But he failed. Because what is divine cannot be denied. The next 7 days are crucial. Michael urges you to stay aligned. Pray. Stay silent about your blessings. Move in wisdom. Keep your spirit open. For the enemy is watching. He knows what's coming. And he is panicking. He is trying to stir old emotions. Old wounds. Don't fall for it. You are too close. The billionaire has connections that will not just change your financial life, but your spiritual standing. Once this connection happens, doors will fly open. People will ask, "How did this happen for you?" And you will say, "God did it." And Archangel Michael cleared the path. There's a gift being prepared for you. A physical one. Something valuable. But more than that, there is an unlocking of visions you once had. Things you wrote in journals. Desires you buried because you thought they were too big. God says, "Dust them off. I'm resurrecting every buried dream." You thought it was over. You thought you missed it. But heaven was just waiting for the right moment. And the right vessel. This billionaire, he is just the beginning. He will unlock something in others. People who once ignored you will look again. People who forgot you will remember. Those who rejected you will now honor you. But you must keep your heart pure. This isn't just a blessing. It's a test. Can you stay humble when honored? Can you remain faithful when favored? Can you protect the gift even when others want a piece of it? Michael says yes. Because heaven trusts you. That's why this is happening. You were overlooked for a reason, so that when this came, no one could take the credit but God. Not even you. There are messages coming. Emails. Calls. Dreams. Synchronicities. Don't ignore them. They're not coincidences. They're confirmations. Write them down. Listen deeply. And keep thanking God, even when nothing seems to move. Because behind the scenes, the angels are shifting everything. You are being moved from survival to significance. From scarcity to overflow. From hiddenness to divine highlight. And yes, it's shocking. Yes, it's sudden. But it's not random. It's strategic. It's God's response to everything you endured in silence. The secret behind the billionaire's interest? It's not about charity. It's about destiny. He doesn't know it yet, but once he meets you, his life will also change. You are not just being blessed, you are the blessing. God is using you to unlock something in him. A new level. A forgotten promise. A lost purity. Your presence will awaken something sacred in him. That's why heaven is insisting this happens. So now, open your heart. Say yes. Prepare. Celebrate in advance. And remember, this is only the beginning. God is not just giving you one miracle. He's setting off a chain reaction of divine encounters. This billionaire, he is just the first trumpet. Others are waiting in line to fulfill what's due to you. And now Michael says, seal this moment with gratitude. Lift your hands and say, thank you, God, I receive it. Because once you say it, something in the spiritual realm will shake again. Another door will tremble. And what was blocked will break open. This is the hour. This is the moment. This is not a test, it's your time. Archangel Michael says, do not delay. Open your hands. Open your spirit. Open your life. The divine is coming in. God says, watch what I do next. It will leave you speechless. God says, this is not an ordinary moment. Heaven has been watching closely, and today, something entirely unexpected is unfolding behind the scenes of your life. The winds have shifted. A door you didn't even know existed is about to be unlocked, not by chance, but by divine orchestration. Archangel Michael has stood guard over you for years, silently watching, protecting, intervening when your soul was in danger, and today, he brings news that will leave you breathless. A billionaire, yes, someone with extraordinary influence and wealth, has taken a sudden, divine interest in you. And what's unfolding is not just about money, it's about destiny. This individual, whose life seems far removed from yours, has been stirred by a force they cannot explain. They've seen something, either your name, your work, your story, or even a photo, and their spirit has been stirred. But the truth goes deeper. God says this connection was planned in heaven long before either of you were born. It's a spiritual alignment, a divine transaction unfolding in human time. The kind of thing that only happens when the heavens are involved. And now, the moment has arrived. You're being chosen for something vast, something beautiful, something powerful. You may wonder, why you? Why now? Because your soul has survived what others couldn't. You have walked through fire and didn't burn. You've been abandoned and still remained kind. You were lied to, humiliated, heartbroken, forgotten, but you never lost faith. Heaven took note. God says your name has been carried on the tongues of angels for a long time. You may feel small in the eyes of the world, but in the courts of heaven, you are royal. You are one of God's hidden ones. Not loud, not boastful, but pure. And the blessings that were delayed are now coming with divine speed. The billionaire in question has secrets of their own. Secrets that involve pain, loss, and a desperate hunger for something real, something not bought with wealth or fame. They have reached the highest towers of success, but their soul has remained hollow. In the quiet hours of their life, they have wept for someone they haven't met. They have asked God to show them someone real, someone genuine, someone chosen. And heaven responded, with your name. This isn't about romance. It's about divine assignment, divine justice, and soul alignment. You are not an accident. You are a divine plan in motion. But God says, beware, there are forces trying to block this. There are people who sense this rising in your spirit, even if they don't understand it. Some may mock you. Some may try to make you feel unworthy. But God says, ignore their voices. Their opinions are irrelevant to heaven's decision. What is coming for you cannot be stopped, delayed, or redirected. Archangel Michael says the energy around you has intensified. This is why you've been restless. Why your dreams have shifted. Why certain people are acting strangely. The realm of spirit has begun the shift, and soon the physical world will catch up. You must prepare. This isn't the time to hide, doubt, or delay. You must step into alignment with your purpose. The billionaire is not the source of your blessing, they are simply the vessel. God is the source. But this vessel is powerful, connected, and capable of transforming everything for you with a single word, a single gesture. They are coming not to control, but to partner. Not to use, but to lift. And what they are carrying is not just wealth, it's information, access, favor, and keys to doors you didn't even know existed. But their heart will only open if yours is ready. God says you must remove fear. Fear will block the flow. Doubt will close the door. But faith will activate the movement. You must stand still and know that He is God. You must keep praying even when you feel nothing is happening. Because something is happening. Something big. In boardrooms. In spiritual realms. In divine contracts being signed in heaven. Your name is being whispered in places you've never walked. Your face is being remembered by someone who doesn't understand why they can't stop thinking about you. Archangel Michael says this is a spiritual assignment disguised as a sudden opportunity. You may be tempted to sabotage it with insecurity. But don't. Don't talk yourself out of what God has planned. Don't shrink when you were born to rise. You have no idea how much has been prepared for you. This moment is not just about money, it's about recognition, restoration, revival. What you lost will be returned. The years you thought were wasted will be redeemed. What the enemy stole will be repaid 7 times over. The shame will be exchanged for honor. The confusion will be turned into clarity. and the silence will give way to songs of joy. You are not imagining the shift. The signs around you are real. The repeating numbers. The strange dreams. The sense that something is about to happen. That's not coincidence. That's confirmation. Heaven is echoing your name. And this billionaire, moved by something they can't explain, is being drawn to you. This is not fiction. This is a miracle in motion. And God says, do not question the scale of the blessing just because you haven't seen anything like it before. He is doing something that breaks patterns, breaks generational curses, breaks limitations. Because you chose faith when it wasn't easy. You chose light when darkness surrounded you. You chose love when hate seemed easier. And now, the blessing will choose you. The right people will show up. The right calls will come in. The right messages will appear. Divine conversations are already happening without your awareness. But soon, you'll see it unfold. Stay ready. Stay in peace. Do not allow fear to make you miss the moment. God is orchestrating something so unusual that it will shock those who thought they knew your story. People will ask, how did this happen to you? And your only answer will be, God. Because no one else can write this kind of turnaround. No one else can make kings take notice of shepherds. No one else can place the lonely into families of influence. Only God. And to those who doubted you, God says, watch. To those who spoke against you, God says, be silent. To those who left you, God says, it's good they did, so they wouldn't block the next level. You have cried enough. You have waited long enough. Now the answer is coming. Not just any answer, but the kind that shifts timelines. That rewrites stories. That silences every inner critic and every outer enemy. It's coming in waves. In layers. In divine surprise. Your assignment is to receive. Open your heart. Speak the words. Pray the prayers. Prepare your space. It is coming. And when it does, you will know that this message wasn't just words. It was a spiritual warning. A divine preparation. A holy alert. Because heaven doesn't operate on trends, it operates on truth. And this truth is yours. You were born for more. You are loved beyond measure. You are seen. You are known. And you are about to be remembered in a way that changes everything. God is with you. God will not let you fall. Trust Him. Even when you don't see how. Even when it feels delayed. Even when it seems too good to be true. Because in God's world, the impossible is normal. The unbelievable is expected. The miraculous is standard. And you, His beloved, are the next recipient of a blessing that will be talked about for generations. Archangel Michael stands at your side. He is guarding the gates of this new chapter. He is guiding the billionaire's heart. He is removing obstacles. He is clearing the path. All you must do is believe. Just believe. Heaven is on your side. You are safe. You are chosen. And what's coming next will erase every doubt you've ever had. Get ready. You're not being overlooked. You're being divinely positioned. It's starting now. If you believe in God, type Amen.